I frequently come across new mothers who constantly feel frustrated with how their post-pregnancy body looks and feels. They feel disproportionate, ungainly, and awkward in their own bodies. However, this is not something to be embarrassed about. Your body undergoes a lot of physical and hormonal changes during pregnancy, so it's natural for your body to feel and appear different than before. But there is no reason why you cannot regain your pre-pregnancy body back. In this video, I will explain 3 different asanas that will help strengthen your upper body and also help you lose some of that excess weight. The easiest way to tone up your upper body is through Chaturanga Dandasana, also known as the plank. Most new mothers have excellent arm strength because of lifting and carrying the baby all day long. This asana will use your arm strength to your advantage and help you tone and strengthen the rest of your upper body. To perform the Chaturanga Dandasana, come on all fours. Now, extend your right leg back and left leg back. This is the final position. In the final position, you have to make sure that the wrists are right under your shoulders, your quads are drawn in, the back of your knees are extended, and your hips should neither sink down or go above the line of your shoulders. When your hips sink down, it puts a lot of strain on your lower back, and over time this may lead to injury. When the hips are way above the line of your shoulders, it weakens the wrists over time, and it may also lead to injury. When you're in your final position, keep your gaze ahead of you and breathe deeply 3 times. When you're done with 3 breaths, place your knees on the floor and come back to your seated position. Repeat this asana a total of 3 times, taking 3 deep breaths each time. Initially, your arms may shake and you may not be able to hold it for 3 breaths. So hold it for as long as you feel comfortable. Once you're able to hold it comfortably, then gradually increase the breaths. After a few months of practice, start to hold the Chaturanga Dandasana for 30 seconds. The Vasishtha Asana or the side plank is a great supplementary asana to the Chaturanga Dandasana. While the Chaturanga Dandasana will strengthen your arms and abdomen, it is equally important to focus on your sides also. That is why it's important to practice both these asanas together. The classical method of doing the Vasishtha Asana is by first coming to the Chaturanga. Next, place your right hand directly under your face and turn your entire body to the left side. Place your left leg on top of your right leg and extend the left hand up to the ceiling. In the final posture, your wrist, elbow and shoulders should be in one line. Both arms should be extended out, also in one line, and your left leg should be stacked right above your right leg. Take 3 deep breaths in this posture. And when you're done, place the left hand on the floor and place the knees on the floor and sit back. Now, do the same thing on the left side with the left hand on the floor and right hand extended out. You should repeat the Vasishtha Asana for a total of 3 times on both sides. Also, the final posture may be difficult for you in the beginning as you are just starting to work out after a considerable break. If that is the case, try this variation. Come into your Chaturanga and then come into your Vasishtha Asana. Now once you're in this position, take the leg which is on top, in this case it's the left leg, and place it right in front of you in line with your hip joint. Now push the left foot into the floor as you lift your hip up. In this final position, make sure that the body is also in a straight line. Again, the wrist, elbow, shoulder should be in one line. You have the option of extending the arm up also. To come out of this posture, just place the hand on the floor, extend the left leg out, and once again, bring your knees on the floor and come back to your seated position. We tend to focus so much on the pursuit of a flat tummy that we forget that if our sides are weak, then we leave ourselves susceptible to injuries. Therefore, whenever you practice the Chaturanga, you must practice Vasishthasana. The Adho Mukha Svanasana, or the downward dog, is an amazing posture, not just for your upper body, but also for your mind. It is crucial for new mothers to focus on mental and emotional well-being. The Adho Mukha Svanasana reverses the blood flow in your body and helps to take fresh blood to your brain. This not only revitalizes the entire body instantly, but also relaxes the brain and the mind. The Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start with coming on all fours. Your wrists should be right under your shoulders, your knees right under your hip joint. Now slowly place your toes on the floor and start to lift your knees up. And as you lift your knees up, push your chest closer to the knees as though you want to touch the chest and the knees together. And then finally, slowly start to straighten your legs also, aiming to get the knees as straight as possible. It is not necessary that you push your heels into the floor, but it is necessary that your knees are absolutely straight. Stay in this posture for 3 breaths. And when you're ready, place your knees on the floor and sit in your seated posture. When you initially start to practice this asana, you may not be able to perform the final asana successfully. You may either look like this, where the back is bent, or you may look like this, where you're unable to straighten the knees completely. In this case, it is tempting to walk the legs in and then the position looks like this, which is also incorrect as it puts too much pressure on your wrists. All you need to do is to keep practicing with the correct alignment, because even though it may be discouraging initially, with proper practice and consistent practice, the asana will come to you. The downward dog is not only great to build upper body strength, but it is also great to stretch the entire body. Once you're proficient at this posture, then you can try the other variations such as 3-legged downward dog and revolved downward dog.